They be like, DjRob, how you get your kick to sound like that? Well, first and foremost,
Walk dead tripping, nigga. Fresh off a cane, flip it, ain't shit. 3 block, nigga, ain't shit changed. Bitch, raining. Bottles of rose.
well, first off, what I like to do with my kicks first is like, I like to gain stage it first with a trim plug in, as you can see. I use a trim plug in, and then I turn around and I use a gate. I always use a gate to where I can get some type of a click on the top of it. You know what I'm saying? To make it hit, be more present. And then I always use an EQ to roll off. In this case, I'm rolling off like 53 hertz on the bottom, 48 dBs per octave. You know what I'm saying? Linear phase EQ to where I won't have any phase issues with the kick and 808. And then I want to run it to my console. And most of these softwares that you're producing in, most of the stuff being stereo. So you have to turn it mono if you're using like tracks for track, individual tracks. I mean, I can run a pair out and make it stereo, but that'd be stupid because then I gotta add EQ to both sides, and you gotta be very precise with it. And with a analog console like this, it's not gonna be precise because each track got its own type of a sound, unique sound, subtle sound. So anyway, I use this to turn it stereo to mono, and I got my own little setting that I set it to anyway. But then I run it out to an insert. You know what I'm saying? Patch it on the patch bay, run it out to the insert, and then I run it to my DBX 160 to compress all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But first, before it hit the DBX 160, it goes into this channel strip right here. 3. I mean 19, but I got it as 3 coming in on the board. I mean on the interface. So I EQ'd it, took off a lot of the weight. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm at, 20 hertz on that kick. That way that it won't fight with the 808. And I also attenuated in the lower mid section around between like 350 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To get some of that boxiness out, I had to sweep through to find it. At first, I had used the narrow setting to find it, you know, to be more precise and surgical with it. And then I also attenuated some of the high mids as well at 2K because it was getting kind of harsh sounding up there with the kick. And then I also added some presence to it too, that way I can hear the click. You want to be able to hear that click. You know what I'm saying? So in order to hear it, you have to be able to, you got to be able to give it some high presence. So that's what I did. At first I did use the roll off, but it wasn't sounding right. It was like it was throwing off the phase. So and then I did hit the phase button to try to see if it was that, but it wasn't. So I just attenuated it here and actually used my EQ up here. Out of this channel strip, down into the DBX 160A. Alright. Gain staged it very well. So this is what the kick sound like. So you see we getting good gain. Hitting that probably about on the VU meter right at 3. Negative 3 dB per dB. And then over here I'm attenuating it just 3 dB. And if you can, this is how you tell that you gain staging well. You see your input, I'm hitting 4 over here. So if I hit my input, my output, I'm still hitting 4 over here. Even though I'm attenuating 3, but that lets you know that I'm gain staging properly, putting it back how it should be. Alright, so take that off, put it back on. See it kick a little harder. But this is what it sounds like together as a whole with the drum track. No music, just a drum track and 808. That shit kicking. So now, with the song all together now.
Walk dead trippin', nigga. Fresh off a cane, flip it, ain't shit. 3 block, nigga, ain't shit changed, bitch. Raining. Bottles of rose and I might not drink it. Got your main bitch choosing. She love them niggas I came with. Bang, bitch. Lot of them choppers, we let them blow. So if you ain't got 100 rounds or better, you better go. Bitches here for life. H4L, let these niggas know all these bitches surrounding our booth because you niggas broke. Freak hoes at me and my team ready. Freak bitch, you ain't bothered, then you can leave, baby. Rose on deck, my nigga Kel drinking lean crazy. Best believe, baby, pocket stuff with green, baby. Blowing money like they grow on trees. So big from my posse used to roll on D's. Couple sixes talking shit like now we roll on these. Same shit, different day.